All right, welcome to another Harmonious at Lunch. I'm your host, Brandon. We were supposed to have a guest today, but you know how things work in the world, and they're not going to join us. But I made the commitment to be here, and I honor my commitments. Wink, wink. So we're going to have the show anyway. We'll keep this nice and tight. I want to tell you about some things we have going on at Whadif. It was a big week for us. We were on, I think, over 10 different stages this week. We had 10 different speaking engagements between myself and Sean. And the week's not done. Sean is speaking again tomorrow, which will be the 11th stage. And it was a crazy week. We had a ton of bads come in. If you haven't heard, if you've seen us talk at all, you know what the bad is. But if you haven't heard, the link is on the screen here, whadif.com. The bad is our business architecture diagnostic tool. It's our intake, basically, for all of the clients we've ever worked with, whether it's the Fortune 100 down to mom and pop businesses. We always start with the bad. So I actually want to dive into a couple of actual bad results that we've gotten over the past few weeks, because a common theme is coming up and I want to see if it resonates with you and your business. So what I want you to do is go to whadif.com, fill out just enter your information. You'll get sent to the link to take the bad. It'll take you between 8 and 10 minutes and it's free. You'll get the report on the backside. The report is actually what we're about to go through right now. So I want to pull up a couple of these and talk about the theme that I'm seeing on these results. So bear with me as I share my screen. But what we're going to do is dive into what it looks like from two different ends of the spectrum, in particularly the first category. Now, the first category that we talk about on the bad is navigate. That's what we've named it in the Harmonious architecture. We'll go into that a little bit deeper in a minute, but navigate is typically what would be classified as strategic planning. So when we talk about strategic planning, what we want to look at is really what does your business need to move forward? So a lot of people will think, this is your financial planning. This is your, this is stuff like your company structure. It's really not. For us, when we talk about strategic planning and we use the term navigate, what we're referring to is at its core, it's mission, vision, and core values. So that being said, you can see on the screen here, if I zoom in, this is an example of what would be a really low score. So in this area, this person got a 22, and you could see if you look closer here, do you have an effective vision statement? Do you have an effective mission statement? And when I interviewed this person, what came out was they weren't even aware that this was an area of lack for them. But this assessment brought it to light, and we could highlight all the other areas of their business where not having a clear core to their business was showing up and actually taking away from their overall performance. Now, if we hop on over here to another bad score, you'll see this one, they got a score of 35. Now, they're based out of 50, but again, this was a little bit of a lower score, but this person was confident that they really had a solid mission, vision, core values for their business. This business resembled a nonprofit, but it was a for-profit business. So they thought, mission is at the forefront of what they do. But when we dove in a little deeper, again, the same thing came to light. That was, maybe we're not so solid in integrating our mission and our vision into our long-term plan for the company. So what we decided to do at Whadif was we're putting together a workshop. It's a 5-day workshop. It's coming up at the end of this month, but I want to go over this because it's so important. You can't grow your business unless this portion of the business is absolutely rock solid, because in the Harmonious architecture, everything revolves around the core, navigation. It's called navigation for a reason. You can't get to where you're going if you don't have a navigation system. Think about if you're trying to drive from New Jersey, where I was born, to California. If you just go left, that's a terrible example, but you might end up in California, but you probably won't. Statistically, you end up driving in circles. That's what happens without navigation system. And that's why if you don't have a clear navigation in your business, you end up just spinning your wheels and doing things that keep you busy as a business owner. So that's why we really harp on this section. And we've noticed that every single one of our clients who come into the inner circle, they're lacking in navigation, but they want the silver bullet and the quick fix to get to their next level as quickly as possible. So, in order to do that, we said, all right, what is the quickest, most efficient way we can get people from start to where they need to be to actually start making improvements in their business on the day-to-day stuff? And that was to host a 5-day intensive workshop that we're calling the Next Level Business Bootcamp. Now, this is going to be held from November 27th until December 1st. It's going to be in the early afternoon, like 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., 1 hour a day. If you're interested in that, just drop it in the comments. Say yes, and I will have either myself or someone from our team will reach out to you and we'll get you the details. It's going to be a free workshop, but we want to make sure that you have the resources that you need to get your business from where it is to where you want it to go next year. If you want to double, 2x, 3x, 4x your business next year, you absolutely can, but you can't do it unless you have this part of your business absolutely rock solid. And again, it's just something I've seen over and over and over. And I want to address that because it's a simple fix. It'll take us just the 1 week, 5 hours. If you give me 5 hours, we can get your business set up to explode to the next level. But if you don't have this, you will continue to spin your wheels in 2024 and beyond. And I don't want to see that happen because it's so preventable. So this was a quick one here, but I just wanted to come on real quick and say, if you're interested in taking your business to the next level, it's missing one small adjustment. And I already know what it is. It's on the screen. Go take the bad, whadif.com. We'll send you the results and we can talk about getting you in that challenge again for free, get you registered, get your business ready to go to the next level. And again, drop in the comments if you want to be there as well. And we'll get you a ticket. So we'll see you there and I'll see you next week. We'll go live and dissect this a little bit more. But for now, put it in the comments, take the bad,